Hi everyone, welcome back to the studio. For those of you who don't know me, hi, Sophie, and I make music. So, Happy New Year. New year, new music. And to start off the new year, I thought it would be really interesting to make a new kind of video. I got an email the other day, last year, from this company called California Dynamics, telling me about a saturation plugin that has 4 different types of saturation, 4 different circuits, and asked if I'd be interested in trying it out. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Before we get started, full disclosure, I'm not being paid or sponsored or anything like that. This is 100% my own honest first impression on Alkane, the plugin. I just wanted to show you guys the website real quick so you can get an idea of what we're working with. For those of you who might not know what I'm talking about, let's do a quick explanation on saturation. The saturation is an effect that we can use to warm up a sound, to color a sound. Like in photography or any other visual art, turning up the saturation results in a more colorful image. So same thing with music, we can use saturation to create a warmer sound, emulating the inconsistencies and imperfections that come with using analog tape or any other analog equipment. That is the whole point of saturation, to create a warmer, fuller sound. Let's open up Alkane. I picked this particular song. It's just a random project that hasn't been released, and I don't even know if it'll be released, but just like a beat I made a couple of years ago that is just kind of forgotten in the archives. I wanted to use this song because it sounds like too sterile to me. It sounds too digital, and like I think some saturation is what's really gonna drive this and make it more alive, basically. So let's listen to it for a bit. That's basically it. Very simple, and because it's super simple, I think this would be a really good way to test out what this plugin can do. Let's take a look at Alkane. So this is gonna be my first time opening it up and actually using it. I've never seen a saturation plugin that has a spectrogram. This is a spectrogram, right? Okay, hold on. So we have color, thud, shine, input, and then we have like an EQ and filter here. All right, let's try driving it up quite a bit just to see what it would sound like. All right, so we're on tape right now. Okay, I like this. Okay, so this is the transformer option, I think. And this is, what is this one here? Well, what were the options again? Oh wait, tube, tape, transformer, and synth. So this was tube, my bad. So tube, tape, transformer. Right, this is transformer now. Interesting. And now finally synth. So you can drive these pretty far. So I just wonder what it would sound like on the max setting. We're gonna lower the output because it might like make everything explode. Wow. So if you push it really far, this is what you'll get. Okay, very interesting stuff. Okay, and then I want to see what this thud and shine does. Yeah, I think it's just EQ. That's just a high pass, low pass filter, respectively. So interesting stuff. So far, I'm really liking this tape saturation. Okay, hold on, let's loosen up. Anyways, so far I think what's suited here is tape and synth. The tube and transformer saturation is a little bit too heavy for what I'm trying to accomplish here, because we're not trying to like completely distort the sound for this one, but more of just adding more color to it. There are also a bunch of presets here, which is interesting. We'll go through those later. Just want to test out the saturation. I think it's a pretty good addition to have an EQ, but I don't really see how it's like essential. I feel like this space here is just really big, and I doubt that many people would be using this EQ, considering that, you know, they're getting Alkane or this saturation plugin for the saturation. I mean, it's a nice bonus, but not exactly the main attraction here. It's nice to look at, but this is what I'm focusing on. Let's move on to the bass, because that would be... Oh wow, that's some awful fade out there. But let's just ignore it for now. Slap on Alkane, and let's see how it sounds with bass. Okay, I think that's a really good example of what exactly it does. You can hear it just become warmer and like open up almost. So the synth one is a lot more like resonant. That's the right way to put it. So far, again, I like the tape. Again, personal opinion, but like I feel like Black Box is really sensitive. It just takes a little bit of like the difference. How do you say this? With Black Box, you only need a little bit to get a lot, and usually you can get really far. Like that's kind of crazy, no? But with Alkane, I feel like you have more control over the amount of color that you get, of saturation that you can dial in, because like you can go that far, but there's also like a lot of distance and a lot of control that you have. Let's see if we can add some color here with the keys. It's a bit too crunchy, but it does add some kind of texture to it, so let's try keeping that in. With the piano, I don't know if this is gonna result in or if it even needs saturation, but it's good to just try it out. Oh, I like that actually. Okay, I kind of like how the transformer sounds on this. Like it makes it sound like over-compressed too, which is really cool. So let's listen to that in context. Okay, we're gonna have to lower that now. And then maybe take out the saturation on the keys. think I've played with Alkane enough to kind of know what it does and things like that. So let's go ahead and get to the review part. Since I received this for free, I actually don't know how much it is. Let's see for the price. I know you get a discount if you like sign up for an email or something like that. Hold on. So if I want to buy this, where is the thing? Buy now. $250. Okay. Do I think that Alkane at market price, if you're gonna buy it for $250, right, for a plugin, a saturation plugin, do I think that that is worth it? Personally, I don't buy any plugins unless they're on sale. I never buy plugins if they're like at full price. Most of my plugins, I usually get them from Plugin Alliance, and if we go onto their Plugin Alliance, like their full prices are like around the same. See, like they're around the same, right? $250 per plugin, which is crazy if you're buying everything at full price. But if you're getting them at a sale, which, you know, Plugin Alliance is always having sales like all the time, yeah, then I think it's something that you should cop. But right now, no sale, $250, I say wait for a sale, because this is a lot of money that you're gonna be putting down. But if you think it's worth it, try it out for yourself first, because they offer a 1-year license for, okay, all right, so they have some pricing options here. Anyways, so things I like about Alkane, I really love the interface. I really love just how easy it is to just work around. There's not a lot of like extra buttons and everything to get the sound that you want to get. You know exactly what it's gonna sound like when you do it. There's no like inconsistency. It sounds the same. It sounds exactly the way that you want it to sound. Really love that. This might be like my go-to saturation right now, simply because there are 4 different circuits that you can choose from, and you can drive it pretty far. Probably, from my experience, the only other plugin, distortion plugin at this point, that can probably go as far as Alkane does is Decapitator, but that's like a really crazy one. Like Soundtoys Decapitator, you can really drive that to the point of like destruction, basically. But with Alkane, like you can get really far and really just crush the sound. Will I be using this in replacement of other saturation plugins? Maybe. I really like how transparent it is, how clean it sounds, and it just adds that warmth that I've been like looking for a really long time. I've used Black Box, and I use like Decapitator and like all of these other saturation and distortion plugins, and quite sound the way that Alkane does, which is really, really nice. Is there anything that I don't particularly like about the plugin? I think that the EQ and the whole spectrogram thing is not really, I don't know, I feel like it just takes up a lot of space, when really most people are going to be looking at that one side, you know, with the color and 2 other knobs for thud and shine. I don't know, it kind of feels like that whole, this is more than half of the screen is like taken up by that spectrogram and EQ. It just feels a little bit obstructive, if that makes sense. But overall, I don't see anything like any downsides to this, to Alkane, aside from maybe the price. To sum it up, how would I rate this plugin? I would give this a rating of like a solid 8 out of 10 plugin. Like I really, really like how transparent it is, how clean it is, and it's just simple to use. You don't need to like for example, okay, not to like hate or whatever, but let's take a look at the Oven. It's also a saturation plugin, but it's like, why are there so many knobs? Like, look at that. I don't even know if like all of these do anything, man. Yes. Why is there so much going on here, man? For saturation, it should just be this easy. 1 knob and 3 knobs total. Those are the only important ones. Thank you so much to California Dynamic for, you know, sending over this plugin and allowing me to use it. And I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome plugin that you guys made. And if you guys want to try it out, you can go over to their website, californiadynamic.com, try it out, their free trial, and just see for yourself. Again, I'm not sponsored to be saying any of this. This is all genuinely my first-hand personal opinion, and hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a short little review, very interesting. Let me know if you guys if you want me to do some more plugin reviews. Hopefully this is helpful for some of you guys, and if not, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the video, and I genuinely really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please consider subscribing. Go ahead and follow me at SOPI_BATS on Instagram. That's where I'm most active, but you know, this year I'll be seeing you guys a lot more on YouTube. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you when I see you.